On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the fake Mexican Beto O'Rourke. So, Beto, what does that sound like to you?
I don't know.
Does it sound Irish?
It doesn't sound too Irish.
Italian? Kind of Italian. Does it sound German?
Fucking Robert Francis.
Robert Francis O'Rourke. Nowhere in there does that sound anywhere near Hispanic, anything, Latin, nothing.
The
But
guy's
this asshole thinks he Elizabeth Warren is more Native American than he's fucking Mexican.
yeah.
and that's saying a lot.
The thing, what's funny about him, this guy thinks he actually has a shot at this. Like he legitimately thinks he's got a chance to win, and
Well, wasn't he like less than 1% in the polls?
it's absolutely absurd. There's no way in hell anybody is going to. There's no way he's going to get enough votes to.
No, even with all the money in the world, there's
No.
nothing he can do. I mean,
I don't care who his daddy is. I don't care what kind of ties he has. His policies are crap. He's an idiot. He's a fucking felon. I mean, come on, use your fucking brain. I mean, it's pretty obvious though that a lot of Americans aren't using their brain. I mean, look at the shit we've got in office right now. Look at AOC and all that other, all those idiots.
oh yeah,
So it's obvious people aren't using their fucking brain to begin with. But this guy, I just don't think he has a chance.
no, he definitely doesn't. And I mean,
And now he's coming out. He's flat out saying, "We're gonna take your guns." Like flat out. No hiding behind a smoke screen or a curtain. I mean, he's just flat out saying
and
it.
and he wanted to represent Texas.
Yeah, what an idiot.
He said no border walls, and we're taking all the guns away. Yeah, good fucking luck. That may work in New York. That's not going to work in Texas.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck. There's more guns in the United States than there are fucking people.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck doing that.
It's not happening. I mean, you're sure as shit not taking mine.
Well, no, yeah, and his whole
ass.
idea is we're going to buy back. Okay, two problems with that. You can't buy back something that you never fucking owned. And then okay, and if the buyback did happen, what's going to happen is you're going to use the tax money that we paid. So
Yep.
basically, I'm paying you to take something that I already paid for and take it and fucking destroy it.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
I'm-
You're using my money to buy something that you never fucking owned.
Yeah, I'm paying you to come steal my guns.
Yeah, no thank you.
Is basically what I'm doing. Not happening.
Yeah, my assault rifles, which don't exist.
No such thing.
No.
No such thing as an assault rifle.
It's AR.
Assault is a verb.
Yeah.
It,
Well, because like if
rifles are an inanimate object. They can't do anything.
If you ever watch Cops, they say, who assaulted you? They say, that guy over there assaulted me, and he had a bat in his hand. They don't say an assault bat hit me.
The bat assaulted me, and that guy just happened to be holding it.
No.
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't work that way.
A person assaults another person. The tool they use is what they use, to commit the crime. But a rifle cannot fucking assault you. AR stands for Armalite Rifle. It's a company that makes assault rifles. It's got nothing to do. These fucking leftist media dickheads came up with this term to make everyone afraid because they say, oh, assault's a scary word. Let's make it scary. It's a fucking gun. I can do more damage. These assault rifles, here's the problem. If I really wanted to go cause mayhem and do damage, if anyone with a half a fucking brain, they would use a handgun. Because if I have if I want to go shoot up a school, what am I going to choose? A handgun or a rifle? I'm going to choose a handgun. Because if I try to walk up to the door with an assault rifle, they're not going to open the fucking doors and let me in. All these schools now have, buzzers to let you in. You can't do it. And if I've got a concealed handgun and I've got 15, 20 magazines on me, I can go in there and I can walk into the middle of that school and start doing damage before the cops are even called. Now, if I have an assault rifle, the cops are going to be called before I even get my ass in the school.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think what a lot of people they're not grasping is a firearm is not even the most effective way to cause mass casualties.
I mean, look at Timothy McVeigh.
I mean,
what did he use?
It's not. I mean, if you legitimately wanted, if somebody legitimately wanted to cause, mass murder or whatever, a firearm is not the most effective way. The reason that these people are using them, I have no idea why. If their main goal was to cause mass murder or do a lot of damage, they're going about it all wrong. And if, the most effective way, you can go to any fucking uh, grocery store, Walmart, Home Depot, whatever, and buy everything you need to build what would really be the best way to do it. So, I mean, if an evil person wants to do evil, nothing is going to stop them. Nothing's going to get in their way. I mean, if they really want, I mean, hell, you can get in a van and drive it through a fucking place of business or a school or a church or whatever, and kill a shitload of people.
Look at France 2 years ago. How many people were killed? 60-something people, and there was over 200 injured.
But that's my point.
And all that guy had was a van. All that guy literally had was a van, and he went in there and caused all that damage. Now, if he had a gun, he would have been taken out a lot sooner.
But that's my point. Look, banning guns is not going to solve any problems at all. It will not solve any problems, because all of these people that are out to do harm, if you take, first of all, you think they're going to obey the laws? Number one, no. I mean, they
broke
criminals.
The law already.
They're criminals. They're not going to follow the fucking law. Number one. Number two, if they seriously want to do something and there's no guns available, they'll find another way. They're going to find another way. If that's their intent, is to cause harm, they're going to do it regardless, whether they have a gun, a knife, a bomb, a van, whatever.
Well, and Mr. Mexican over here, or I'm sorry, fake Mexican O'Rourke, his whole, the buyback's got an issue. The only people that are going to sell their guns to the government are law-abiding citizens, if they even do it. You think these criminals that have these guns that aren't registered, that they got on the black market,
but
they're not going to hand them back. They're going to be like, oh yeah, well, they don't know I have this, so no harm, no foul. They're not going to turn their shit in. No. So guess what? They're going to go sell it to the person that wants to cause damage. So then we're going to be left defenseless, and they're going to go out freaking running amok and fucking shooting everybody up.
That's the point, though. And there's a term that I hear so frequently it makes me sick to my stomach, is we need common sense gun laws. There's nothing common sense about taking away law-abiding citizens'
right to self-defense.
Right to self-defense and taking away their firearms. There's nothing common sense about that. What about that screams common sense? It's fucking retarded. And if you're one of those people who feel that way, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, plain and simple. I'll call you straight to your face a fucking idiot. It makes no sense.
And every gun law, and obviously there was that shooting last Saturday in Odessa and Midland. Every gun law on the books, no gun law in the books would have stopped that guy from doing what he did. He was already a felon. He wasn't supposed to have a gun. He obtained that gun illegally, and he was mentally unstable. And that's why he went on a shooting spree. He just got fired from his job. He called the FBI and called the police before and just went on a rant and talked to them about nothing. That should have been you want to talk about red flag laws? That should have been a red flag right there. They knew who this guy was, and they didn't do shit about it. It's, taking the guns away is not, like you said before, we're going to take all the cars away from the sober drivers because the drunk drivers kill people every year? No.
It's just stupid.
And they kill more people than fucking guns every year.
And it's not just that. Look at everything in this world, okay? I mean, if this is a slippery slope, okay? If you
can't punish the majority for the few that cause damage. You just can't.
But look at it this way. A lot of people say, well, you can't compare cars to firearms and this and that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, fine. I won't. Let's look at cigarettes. How many people do cigarettes kill each year? Knowingly. I mean, it's not a hidden fact. I mean, and I'm a smoker. Like, it is a well-known fact that cigarettes cause cancer, and cancer kills how many people per year? But yet, cigarettes are still legal. So the government says, oh, you're mature enough and you're responsible enough, and we think that you're mentally stable enough to make your own decision about knowingly potentially killing yourself by buying and smoking cigarettes. But we don't think you should be able to own a firearm that will most likely sit in a safe or a closet or a room somewhere and only get taken out and used maybe a handful of times a year by a law-abiding citizen who's probably just going to the range or going hunting.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, you can buy your cigarettes and they harm you knowingly. You buy a gun. The only way it's going to harm you is if you put it on yourself and pull the fucking trigger.
I mean,
That's it.
it makes no sense. Like,
Guns don't cause cancer.
well, their whole argument about wanting to save lives is invalid. Because if you really truly wanted to save lives, there are a million other ways to do it. There are millions of other things out there that kill way more people every year than firearms do.
And this asshole O'Rourke, he's for abortions up until birth.
Yeah,
He wants to
let's save the kids.
Yeah, he wants to
hold on a minute.
Yeah, he wants to let the lady give birth to the child and then fucking snip the baby's spinal cord. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Take my gun away, but you can go kill innocent fucking babies. It's like and to them that's not murder. He goes, well, it's not a baby. When the fuck does that become a human life? Tell me right now. When? Obviously not when it comes out of the birth canal.
Well, according to them, I mean, I don't.
And if you're a big enough bitch to sit there and have that baby in your stomach for 9 months, give birth, and say I don't fucking want it, they should snip your fucking spinal cord.
Yeah.
Save the baby.
Yep, that's the way I look at it.
Give it to the dad, the guy who probably wants it.
Or a nice, loving family who can't have kids of their own.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of snipping its spinal cord like a piece of shit.
These people are just idiots, man. I mean,
and first of all, O'Rourke's the last to talk about being fucking moral and about laws and shit. He was arrested for burglary, he caused a wreck. He was drunk driving, caused an accident, and ran from the fucking scene, ran from the police. And this is a guy that he wants to spread moral beliefs.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
There's nothing.
He's the last person to tell me what's right and wrong.
No, there's nothing moral about him.
Not at all.
He's just an idiot. He's just like the rest of them. They're all power hungry.
And the thing is, when all the other Democrats won't even back this guy, like even Biden, even the Obamas won't back him.
No.
All he was an insurance policy for Obama. I'm going to say it straight. I mean, I'm going to say this. And it may come off as not racist, but he was the first black president. That's got to put worry into his mind. People did not like Biden. He said, well, if I pick some asshole that people don't want as president and make him my vice, I'm good.
Yeah.
And guess what? Nothing happened to him.
Yeah.
And now, and to prove it, he's not supporting Biden. He's not giving him endorsements, nothing. He even said, he goes, I am not fucking supporting him. That tells you enough. He was your vice president for 8 years, and now you're not supporting the guy?
Because the guy's an idiot.
It was an insurance policy. That's all it was.
Yeah. No, the guy's an idiot. They're all idiots. I mean, they're all just power hungry.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with you or you know, it has nothing to do with helping the people. You know, it's all selfish. It's all selfish reasons. It's all for selfish reasons. They want to be in power. You know, they want to work their way up the ladder, maybe eventually become president, and you know.
Well, O'Rourke's never going to reach that point. He's never going to get there.
I don't think so.
I mean, he fucked himself over when he tried to run for Texas and said, we're taking your guns and opening the border. Go fuck yourself.
That's an idiot. But you
know, dude, come on, man.
You know, one thing that I hear a lot from the left and people who want gun control, they like to say all the time, we're not coming to take your guns. Why do you guys think we're all trying to take your guns?
He at least said it.
They're flat out saying that they're going to take your guns.
I mean that's the
they're
one thing.
They're flat out telling you.
That's the one thing I guess we could say he's honest about what he's saying. He said, we're going to confiscate your weapons. At least he could be honest about it. Not that I agree with him, but at least he's saying it.
But that's what, you know, I hear it all the time. No, you know, you fucking crazy right wingers, you think everybody wants to come take your guns? Yes, because they do. They're flat out saying that they want to take your guns.
They're starting off with the assault rifles. Then they're saying they want to. Then they asked all these people that were running. They said, okay, what's next? They go, we want to ban multi-bullet magazines. They said, okay, every magazine holds multiple bullets.
Yeah, it holds more.
So what are you going to do? Just have one bullet in the chamber and that's it? It's like, what the fuck's the point?
Well, there was a proposal, and I don't know where it's at right now, in as far as, you know, the process or whatever. But I saw something the other day that they're trying to get high capacity magazines banned in Texas. And
good luck with that.
Their definition of high capacity is anything. I think it's anything over 10 rounds.
So that pretty much covers almost every handgun too.
Yep.
So then I guess they're right there and then your handgun's illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, If they ban the magazine, I mean, you can't have the magazine anymore. So where the fuck are your bullets going to go?
Yeah. I mean,
do you see the trend that's going on here?
but that's what I'm saying. You know, that one of the biggest arguments from the left is we're not trying to take your guns. But yeah, you are. I mean, that's exactly what you're doing. No matter which way you look at it, that is your end game eventually. You may not be saying that right away immediately, like this dumbass is, like Robert Francis. But you
Francis.
Francis. But that's exactly what they're saying. Oh, well, we're gonna ban all assault rifles, and then when that doesn't work, because it won't,
because most mass shootings are committed with handguns, contrary to what the fucking leftist media tells you. Most mass shootings are with handguns.
Yeah,
90% are handguns. The only ones that make the news are the rifles because they want to scare you into getting rid of them.
Yep. So
plain and simple.
They're going to ban the assault rifles first, and when that doesn't work, and it won't, then they're going to come after your handguns, and then they'll take those, and then what are you going to be left with?
And they have the nerve to call Trump Hitler. Which, okay, who's trying to take what did Hitler do? Took the guns away, took the power from the people, told them it was a fucking huge socialist economy, told them what to do, told them how to live. What are the Democrats trying to do? Take your guns away. Trying to spread socialism, trying to tell you how to spend your money, trying to tell you what to eat. And these people have the nerve.
Familiar?
And these people have the nerve to call Trump Hitler.
But here's the thing, though, and a lot of people have started to notice that and started saying just what you just said. But look at history, you know, and people want to say, oh, you know, you want your weapons to protect yourself against a tyrannical government. When was the last time a government was tyrannical? This is the 21st century or whatever. And it's like, dude, like that is exactly what's happening. Are you not paying attention? Look at the steps that they're taking.
Look at Venezuela.
Look at the control.
That's happening right now.
That's my point.
Right now, 21st century, it's happening. We don't need to go back 70 years to the world, to the fucking 40s. Or 80 years. It's happening right fucking now.
But you talk to people and they're like, and you tell them, well, look at Germany, look at China, look at England, look at all the. Well, that would never happen these days. Are you fucking kidding me? It's happening right now. Look at the policies and the laws that they're trying to implement. That's exactly what's going on.
I mean, China's over there holding up the American flag, saying we need a democracy like the United States. I mean, you have assholes over here burning the American flag that were born here, they're American citizens. You got people over in China fucking holding the American flag and having an uprising because they're so tired of their government fucking controlling every aspect of their lives. I mean, come on.
It doesn't take a genius to look and see what's going on.
No.
But these people need to wake the fuck up and realize
the
government is not for you. They're not doing what's best for you. They don't care about you or your opinions or your beliefs.
Yep.
It's all about money. It's the almighty dollar, and that's all they care about.
And another problem with Beto's, I shouldn't even call him that, assholes.
Robert Francis.
Assholes gun buyback policy is, he keeps going back to Australia. Well, look, it worked in Australia. No, it did not. It's easy stats. Google it, look it up. Their crime has gone up dramatically. And guns are not completely legal over there, contrary to what they tell you. Guns are illegal. You're only allowed if you go to buy a gun, you have to have permits saying it's for game, it's for sport, it's for hunting. If you say it's for self-defense, sorry, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So that basically what that's saying is if I have got guns in my house and I live in Australia and I'm a hunter or I use it for sport, and someone breaks in my house, I've got guns sitting next to me. Guess what? I can't use those for self-defense because then I'm the one that's going to fucking prison. Yeah. Not this asshole who's broken my house because those were only bought for game and for hunting. So those are pretty much useless.
Even if he breaks in with a firearm and tries to kill you, you still cannot defend yourself with the firearms that you have.
Yeah. So guess what? So guess what crimes?
I mean, you can, but you're going to jail.
So guess what crimes have gone up? Burglary, rape, murder. So they took the guns away from the law-abiding citizens. And now they're fucking dying because they can't defend themselves.
But that's just
the buyback did not work.
Let me for all of you 16 or 17 people out there who subscribe to us, let me ask you this.
Not bragging or anything.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: if guns were illegal tomorrow, if firearms were illegal tomorrow, and they came and confiscated all of your firearms, who would defend you? Who would defend you? The cops? No, because that's not their job. It's not their job to defend you. It's there to clean up the mess after the crime has already been committed. So who's going to protect you? Nobody. There's no one left to protect you. So I really urge you to, take a look at who you vote for this year.
Well, yeah, that
next year.
Well, that brings to another
Still
point
not
too.
2020 yet.
That brings to another point too. All these fucking crazy leftists, all these socialists. Okay. This is another thing with calling Trump Hitler. You call Trump Hitler, you say that he's tyrannical, he's bliss, this and that, but then you want to take the guns and give them to him. Really? You think he's out to destroy this country, but let's give him the guns.
It makes no sense.
Come on.
Look, there is no logical reason for taking
There's
firearms from law-abiding citizens. There just isn't. The only logical reason for doing that, I mean, I say there's no logical reason. There's one logical reason, and that logical reason is because if they take the firearms from the law-abiding citizens, they have full and complete control over you and your life now, because you have no way to defend yourself, not against a burglar, not against the government, not against anything. So when they do take your weapons, and they're trying really hard to do that, you'll be left with nothing, no way to defend yourself.
Yeah. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. That's what's going to turn out to be.
That's exactly.
And your knife is not going to stop a bullet from hitting you. I'm sorry.
But, and not only that, let's talk on a real note here. Do you, even if let's say I was for gun confiscation and banning all firearms across the board, do you realize what it would take to actually confiscate that many firearms in this country? Do you realize how many firearms there are in this country? And
millions
upon
millions.
The amount of manpower and money and time that it would and lives lost that it would take to accomplish that, it would never happen.
And guess who?
Never.
And guess how they're going to come take your guns? Guys with guns.
Exactly.
Are going to come to your house and take your guns by force with guns.
There is no way in hell, no way, that they could legitimately scoop up all of the guns in America.
There's no fucking way.
There's no way. Let's not even say all guns. Let's just say the so-called assault rifles. There's no way. Do you realize how many of those there are in this country? There's no way.
Well, if they were to come to my house and say, we're here to take your assault rifle, like, oh, dude, I sold that at the gun show. It was a private sale.
Dude,
I don't have it.
It fell off the boat.
Yeah, you're not taking my gun. Prove I fucking have one. Yeah. You ain't getting a warrant to come to my house. Fucking prove it. Prove I've got a gun in this house.
Even if you get that warrant,
you're not finding my gun.
Shit.
No, it'll be the next one. It'll be buried somewhere. You're not fucking finding my gun.
You're not gonna find shit.
And the other thing with him too,
it fell off the boat.
It was Beto and one other Democrat. They said, the gun confiscation, and a girl was up there asking him. She goes, "So what about your bodyguards? Are they gonna have their guns?" They go, "Well, yeah, our bodyguards aren't getting rid of their guns." So it's cool for them to be. It's cool for them to be defended and have their bodyguards with freaking assault rifles and tactical gear, but God forbid we have it.
Look at every dictator throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
The people were unarmed, but the dictator was very heavily guarded.
Like I said, I'll say this over and over again. Just look at Venezuela. The reason it's not being covered as much is because they know it's going to make them look like assholes.
Yeah.
The military and the police are literally out there running people down, shooting them. And these people and all the citizens have are rocks,
yeah,
and whatever's laying in the street. I mean, they're up to like $100 for a loaf of bread. They have no money. The fucking government spend it all.
Yep.
That's socialism for you. It doesn't fucking work. It's all steps, and the Democrats are following it step by step. Take the guns, control the money, control how you live.
Welcome to the New World Order.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
That's exactly.
If that's what you want, go move to Venezuela and see how it works. Socialism has never, ever, ever worked.
It's just ridiculous.
Sweden went through it for what, 10 years? They were a capitalist country. They went to socialism. Within 10 years, they turned that shit right back around. They actually got rid of 50% of their government, privatized their social security. They privatized everything, and now they're flourishing.
I just don't understand why any person in their right mind
wants to give power to
Well, not only that, but how anybody in their right mind would want to give up what they worked their asses off to get just to give it away to everybody else who's too lazy to work for it. To me, that's just dumb. I mean, I don't mind helping people who help themselves, but if your idea of needing help is because you're too lazy to do anything and all you want to do is sit on your ass all day and collect a check,
then you ain't getting my fucking money.
you're not getting anything from me. But if you're willing to do something about it and get off your ass and at least make an effort, sure, I'll help you out. I have no problem with that. But I'm not going to just give you my hard-earned money because you're too lazy to get up and do something for it.
Especially when you're not a citizen of this country.
I mean, citizen or not, I don't give a shit. But I mean, if you're too lazy to fucking do something for it, I'm not going to give you.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying with
I'm not
him.
gonna
Though.
help
That's
you
what I'm saying with him, though. It's like, open borders.
Well, yeah,
They all get, they all of a sudden they get freaking free healthcare. They get this, they get that, they get, everything for free. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We got fucking people, we got vets here that are on the streets fucking dying. We got people that need help that pay into the system.
take care of your own first.
Yeah, take care. I mean, that's one thing.
And then if
my
there's-
grandfather told me, even with like, if even with just basic charity, if you're struggling and your family's hungry, don't be taking your money and giving it to the church or giving it to anyone else. You take care of yours first. And when it boils down to it, it's the same as the country. You take care of your country first, and that's what Trump's doing. And people don't realize that. They say, well, he's a white. They said he's a nationalist. Nationalist stands for someone that's for their country and takes care of their country.
Exactly.
Nationalist isn't a fucking racial term. Now, if you were to put white nationalists in front, yes, that's different. But if you look up the definition of nationalist, it's not a bad thing. It's taking care of this country and taking care of the place where you live,
It's putting us first,
which is what needs to be fucking done.
which is the way that it should be. Because look,
We can't help anyone else out until we're 100% and ready to go.
exactly.
But
Look,
we're already helping people out, and it's driving us down even farther.
you can't. You're no good to anybody if you can't take care of yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just
Well, yeah,
common sense.
it's like if you're sick and you don't rest, but you go out there and try to do all this other shit, you're gonna get worse and worse and worse, and hey, you may end up dying one day.
Yeah.
But if you take a little while to rest, get yourself back up to 100%, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's fucking help some people out.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's literally what's happened. The country is sick and it's dying. He's trying to get us back to health, back healthy again, and these people just want to fucking tear us down and keep us sick.
They're all just idiots, man.
I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what else to say about these people. Like, I really don't. I mean, it's been said 1.5 million times, but
If you want to save lives, quit killing 300,000 babies a year, and that's just with Planned Parenthood.
yeah.
Quit killing fucking babies. And that's not even including all the other abortion clinics. You're worried about fucking saving children's lives? Quit fucking killing them inside the womb, because they are children.
But here's the thing, though.
Common fucking sense.
They could save hundreds of thousands of babies a year, and it wouldn't cost them a fucking dime. It wouldn't cost them anything. You don't have to pay somebody to go out and confiscate shit. You don't have to, you don't have to pay, personnel. You don't have to come up with all these new fancy. You don't have to do anything. No more killing babies. Okay, done. That's it.
Well, you heard what Trump did. He already defunded. He said no more government money, no more taxes for Planned Parenthood.
But I just don't understand.
Which is, I mean, huge step right there.
I mean, I just don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand people.
But then again, that's why I said Beto O'Rourke or Robert Francis O'Rourke, Mr. Fake Mexican over here, is never going to be anything. He's never going to be anybody. He's just wasting. Whoever's paying for his campaigns is a bigger fucking loser than he is, because obviously they're just they're putting money down the fucking drain.
I think he's a decoy.
Well,
I think he's a decoy.
They may say, hey, go out there and just be yourself, because it's going to make Biden look better. And he's out there like, yeah.
But that's the thing, though. Like,
oh, yeah, it could be. I mean, it's 100% right.
I think he's a decoy. Hey, get out there and say the most ridiculous shit you can. The stuff that we know nobody will fucking go for. And it's going to take some of the pressure off of the guys we really want to get
off of Creepy Joe.
Yeah.
He's out there touching little girls. Go out there and just say you want to confiscate guns. Got it. Remember, you're Mexican. Remember.
I'm telling you, there's some sneaky bastards, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's been known. That's been known to happen before. I mean, it
happens all the time.
Yeah, I mean, well, just the media alone does that. They'll follow stories and they'll get your mind off of other things.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, wait, like I said, look at the Odessa Midland shooting that happened last week. They're not talking about it. You know why? He was a known Democrat that was a fucking Bernie supporter who had a legal weapon.
Yep.
Oh shit. Well, he didn't have it legally. He's not a Republican. Just let's talk about the hurricane on the other side of the world. Okay. Or let's just any other topic to come up with. Or let's talk about Melania's shoes. That's a fucking nail biter right there. It's like, no, talk about the guy that you don't want to talk about. Talk about the real fucking problem. But no, they're too afraid to because they know they're fucking wrong.
Yeah, they won't do that.
No.
They won't do that. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to talk about the real issues, the important shit, the real news. And I still have yet to find a news outlet that does report on the real news.
Yeah, because even like I said, Fox is a conservative news channel, but even they sway the news. I mean,
they all
do. It's all around. I mean, and of course, because they're like the only ones out there, so they have to kind of make it.
But here's
they have to try harder.
Once again, it's all about fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that these news stations or news channels do this stuff is to get ratings because they're trying to make more money. They have no interest in you. They have nothing invested in the people. They're all about the money.
Well, and did you know that CNN they did a ranking? They were number 13. They were listed number 13 in the stats for news outlets. I didn't even know there were more than 5.
I didn't either.
I thought there was like MSNBC, NBC, ABC, Fox, and CNN, but they're number 13.
Well, you have.
That's how fuck. I know there's more.
Are you talking about like worldwide and stuff? Because you have like Al Jazeera, you have all of these.
No, I'm talking
other...
about. I think it was just like in the United States, like America. I mean, number 13.
Yeah, who knows?
That's pretty fucking bad.
I mean,
and they're one of the biggest.
I wonder why. But
because they hire journalists that don't know shit about assault rifles. Well,
it's because look. Your job is not to have a fucking opinion.
No, your job is to report the news.
Your job is to report what you see and observe. That's it. How fucking hard can it be? Your job is to report, not to have an opinion. We don't give a shit about your opinion.
I'm a reporter right now. Nick's got a beard. He's got glass on top of his head. His hat is blue and gray, and he's got a shirt on. Now, if I were
If I
were CNN, I'd be like, he's sitting over here. He's probably has an AR on him because he has tattoos. He's got a beard, so he's a fucking Republican. It's like they make shit up. I mean,
it's just ridiculous.
Just watch. Don't watch it.
Anyways, we're out of time.
We can go on forever, but we are out of time. But thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe, tell your friends about us.
Share it,
especially your friends that are leftists.
Yeah,
show it to them. Piss them off. We need some of that.
That's it.
All right. Well, you guys have a good week, and we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.